You know what I always say? Live demos, way overrated.
Don't worry about it. We can use my Windows 365 link.
Oh, let me get this straight. Are you suggesting that we do this whole session from your link device connected to cloud PCs and
to the session. Today we're here to learn all about the App Builder agent available in Microsoft 365 Copilot. My name is Emma Cooper. I'm a principal product manager on the team. I have Clay and Anthony who will be on stage in a little bit as well. So what we're going to cover today, we'll cover an overview, tell you what is App Builder, what is the agent, we'll cover the scenarios that it's useful for, we're going to have a live demo walkthrough of the capabilities and some apps.
Hello, everybody. If you need my help spotting open spots like spaces, I could maybe help from here. First of all, I want to thank you all for being here. If I were you, I would be in a happy hour somewhere. So thank you for making the effort, and I'll try to make it up for you. I don't have any alcohol, but like, try to make it interesting.
All right, good afternoon. Can everyone hear me? You gotta put your headphones on. This is a new experience for us. It's probably a new experience for some of you. Kind of like a silent disco, you gotta put the headphones on. But if you're close enough up front, hopefully my voice will carry over and project. So first off, good afternoon. Just to get a bit of sense for who's in the room, just raise your hands if you're part of like the IT organization in your company.
We're on. Okay, let's get started. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us. We will cover today the recent trends in cloud security. We will talk a bit how we address those trends and touch briefly on our strategy. With us, we have Drew Nicholas. He will join us and do the demo. And we have Greg Schandelberg. He will join us to present the customer story. Myself, Oz Wilder. I run product management for Defender Cloud. Let's get started. So I have a big surprise policy.
Welcome, everyone. Our last session of day 2 at Ignite. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to Prompting Power, Enhancing Productivity with Microsoft 365 Copilot. My name is Alina Fu, Director of M365 Copilot, and joining me is my colleague, Tiffany Ellis. 90% of customers, Fortune 500 customers, are using Microsoft 365 Copilot. We know that businesses across all industries
successful in this, the takeaway is that you don't necessarily have to include all of the 4 ingredients, but just the right ingredients for a powerful prompt that's actionable. All right, now let's see this one in action as well. So I'm gonna go back to my chat, and I'm actually gonna start with the 101.
Okay, hello everybody. My name is Amir Netz. I'm the CTO of Microsoft Fabric, technical fellow at Microsoft, and this is our Fabric session. How many of you have been to the innovation session by Arun? Oh, just a few, great. Those who have been, I know there will be some repetitive content, but we're really trying to make sure that there's a lot of new content in this session as well. So we're going to start. Those of you who haven't heard about Microsoft
Hello, everyone. My name is Yina. I lead Microsoft Foundry, and along with Tina and Elijah, who will just join him in a minute, we're going to cover how you can use Foundry to build agents faster, safer, and at scale. Agents are in the future. They are the operating model, the new operating model for work. Not just better chats, not just prompt following, but goal seeking for connected systems that take
Hello and welcome. My name is Russell Dicker. I'm the Corporate Vice President of Product Management for Microsoft Teams. So over the past few days, many of you have probably heard about this new technology called AI. And I think I can tell you on Microsoft's behalf that we officially think that it might be a big deal. But today what we're going to actually talk about is what we think of as one of the next eras of AI, which is multi-user or collaborative AI. This is where I
The industries are going through a significant transformation. They have been challenged to be more productive, efficient, and more resilient. Customers are seeing the value of AI. It's cutting the maintenance cost up to 30%, improving the asset reliability by 20%, reducing the carbon emissions by 15%, bringing the energy consumption down by 20%.
AI at Michelin is a double challenge of scale and continuous integration of new technologies, and Microsoft is helping us on both, all across the value chain, from research and development, where we invent new materials.
Media is more than what we consume. It connects us across cultures. It sparks movements and makes us feel part of something greater. Today, media stands at the frontier of creativity, where human imagination meets the intelligence of AI. allowing us to think creatively across every function of business. With Microsoft, media leaders aren't just approaching this frontier, they're shaping it. At this frontier, creators need
All right, hello there, everyone. Good morning. For those of you online, good day, good evening. Thanks for joining us here today. My name is John Link. I'm the Partner Product Manager for Microsoft Discovery. I'm going to be joined by a couple of friends today who will introduce themselves as they come on, but we've got a lot to share with you, so I'm going to jump right into it here. I'm going to kind of speed date you through the Microsoft Discovery platform. For those of you who don't know what we're doing and what we've got, I want to make sure you're grounded in that. But we're going to very quickly move on to what our partners at Syensqo have done with us here and what some of our other teams at Microsoft have used this platform to deliver real results. Like for me, this is the excitement, is showing what you can do with these solutions, and that's where we want to spend most of our time today.
Hey, everybody. Welcome. Is everybody having a great Ignite? Woo! Yeah. A lot of beautiful people in the room right now. Did everybody have a good lunch? Good? All right. Hopefully nobody's sleepy. If not, we'll be able to energize you up. Welcome, everybody, to this talk where we are aiming to take you from zero to Kubernetes with AKS Automatic. Show of hands, how many AKS users in the house right now? Okay. How many AKS Automatic users in the house? All right, there we go. You're in the right place. So, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Paul Yu. I'm a cloud native developer advocate at Microsoft, and I am joined by the wonderful
Amanda Wong, and I'm a product manager working on AKS Automatic.
Yeah. So, the whole point of this talk is to just show you.
All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome. Hope you've had a great start to Ignite, a great start to the second day of Ignite. It's great to see so much energy across this event. And also just really wonderful to see so much energy back in San Francisco. It's a city that I called home for most of my life. And up until about 2 years ago when I moved up to Microsoft, this was really what I called home and had my family here as well. And it's
Hello, everyone. Hope you guys are having an awesome Ignite. My name is Andrew Liu. I lead product management for Azure Cosmos DB. Today, I have some awesome guest speakers here. I have Jeff, who is the VP of Architecture at Sitecore. He's going to walk us through how Sitecore builds multi-tenant SaaS applications on Azure and some of the best practices he has learned. And then following that, we will also have another co-presenter, Deborah, who will also demo some of the imagery.
Stateless architecture. So where's the isolation? Multi-tenant SaaS isn't one architecture, it's a set of principles. Shared context through API identity, scale by work, not by customer count, and choose your sharing boundaries based on your use case. Or Cloud shares everything because it can. Content service isolates database because it must. Both are multi-tenant, both are efficient, different problems, different solutions. So that's a couple of multi-tenant architectures in the real world. You make trade-offs based on your scale, but the core principles remain the same. So back to Order Cloud. So Order Cloud runs in 6 global regions. And before you asked, it's not primarily a load consideration, it's about compliance. In commerce, you have to respect local data residency laws, so PII needs to live in the right region. Customers in Germany, data needs to stay in Europe. They're in Australia, Asia Pacific. It's not optional, it's required for commerce systems. The interesting part is the compliance requirement gives us a massive architectural benefit. Each region is completely independent. Think about that. If US East has a catastrophic failure, Europe keeps running. If there's a noisy neighbor problem in one region, it's contained. Those regions are natural bulkheads that and failures don't cascade across the systems. And so how do we manage these 6 independent installations without going insane? And it's infrastructure as a code discipline. And I'm sure there's plenty of talks about how important infrastructure as code is, and we follow it religiously. Each region is provisioned from the same templates, the same configuration, the same deployment pipeline. We don't manually configure anything. This means spinning up a new region or an installment within a region is straightforward. And that opens up some other interesting possibilities. So I've got just a brief story about the natural conflict between sales and engineering. Sales had a large deal on the line in Australia, and at the time we were only in 5 regions, not in 6. And they came to us and said, well, this deal is big enough that it will trigger going into Australia for the data residency. And we, of course, didn't want to run it because even our engineering teams are very conscious of our COGS. It's a team-wide discipline. And so we pushed back. We said, we're not gonna install this until the deal closes. And of course, they were stressed. They were telling us the customer was uncomfortable and didn't want to sign, and we convinced them that it would be fine. So the deal was signed in the morning. That night, we pushed the Deploy Australia button. We were live.
you. Good afternoon, everyone. How is everyone? Cool, cool. Thank you for taking time to showing up here. So let's get started with our presentation, which will last for 45 minutes. So here today, let me introduce myself. I'm Kalyan Kaki. I'm a group product manager in Azure, been with the company for 21 years. I've had the fantastic partnership opportunity to lead the Oracle and Azure product.
Okay, everyone, welcome to day 2 of Ignite and AI-powered automation and multi-agent orchestration in Microsoft Foundry. My name is Sean Henry. I've got my colleagues Tina and Mark who are going to come up shortly. But let's get started. Everybody, I hope everyone's in the audience here. Make sure you got your headphones on and 3D glasses are under the chairs. No? No 3D glasses? Okay. No 3D glasses.
Okay. All right, I think we're ready to go. Thank you very much.
Let's go. Morning, everyone. Good to have you here this morning. Sadly, I cannot see, or we cannot see you at all because of the floodlights, but I trust you're all there. And good morning, Eric.
Hi, folks. My name's Eric Sachs. I'm the Corporate Vice President of Product Management for the Identity team at Microsoft. Repeat.
And I'm Vice President for Threat Protection in Microsoft. And what we'll do today is we'll kind of walk you through some of our thinking around identity and data security in particular.
Welcome to the session titled The Blueprint of Intelligent AI Agents Backed by PostgreSQL. I'm Maxim Lukyanov, product manager in Microsoft, leading GenAI team in Azure Postgres Service. And together with me on stage, I have my wonderful co-presenters, Abe, who's my co-worker, and Sharon, who is our customer.
Hey, everybody. My name is Abe. I'm a PM on the Postgres team working on AI features.
Hi, this is Sharon Chen. I'm the CEO and founder of Alpha Life Sciences. I'm going to showcase real use cases of using PostgreSQL.
Awesome. Let's get started.
Cool.
So today we have 3 topics for you. So we'll talk about our latest and greatest innovation in the area of building AI agents and how we made it possible in our new Postgres service that we have just announced at this conference called HorizonDB. And then we'll talk about our features.
Smart parsing. With the semantics, they want to be smart. What is it with Microsoft and that smart? Right now, Google seems to be the one which is going to win. At this rate, if they continue with the smart
All right, how's everyone doing? Day 2 Ignite, best session of the day. You could have snuck out for a nap, but you're here. Thank you. Appreciate it. So what we wanted to do today, we'll optimize this session for you guys. We know we're standing in front of between you and drinks. So we're going to get to the point, and if there's any questions, feel free to ask at the end. But today what we're going to talk about is going through some of the announcements that we made yesterday with Adobe and Microsoft Foundry. But first of all, I'll introduce myself. My name is Anup Sehgal, and I lead product marketing for our AI message across Microsoft.
Thank you very much for showing up. Actually, you can basically come forward if you want. So basically, we can have a good discussion. My name is Wael Kabani. I am the Vice President of Strategic Partnerships with Microsoft. I'm responsible for the relationship with SAP. Hiren?
I'm Hiren Shah. I lead the product and program management group in Azure for SAP workloads.
All right, this is a much smaller setup than we had in the morning, so I can do that.
Hi everyone, welcome to the talk today. I wanted to start off by saying that agents are truly the next era of AI development. With 81% of leaders saying they expect agents to be integrated into their company's AI strategy within the next 12 to 18 months. And so in this talk, we're going to share how developers can leverage Foundry Agent Service to build and integrate agents into your applications using code. I'm Dan Taylor. I'll be kicking things off.
far and above the thing that we're most familiar with. But if you have any of that code, you're probably already under a lot of pressure to migrate your code over to the Responses API because that's where all of the newest models and features are arriving. The good news, though, is that if you're already migrating chat completions to responses, you've basically already migrated it to Foundry Agent Service as well because we just compose our new features seamlessly on top of that. And then when you're ready and you want to take advantage of some of the integrations, deployments, and other benefits that you get by actually persisting the agents to the service, that's just one small extra step that then layers more capabilities on top of that. It's just one small progression after another where you're never having to rewrite and redo everything that you're doing. Now, I know code is a lot more interesting than having to just deal with PowerPoint slides all day, so I'm very excited to jump into some code here. I'll switch over to that right now. All right, so just as an example of some code that you may start with, I pulled up as a starter just some of the documentation that there is for OpenAI responses, in particular the code interpreter and file search tools. If you use these before, this probably looks very familiar where you have a code interpreter, you have to provide a container, some instructions for it to do. In this case, it's a math problem. Similarly, if I go over to file search, you have to provide a vector store that has some files that you've uploaded that it can actually get data from. And then what I've done is I've migrated that over into one piece of code. Quick aside, programming language support. If this is a shock, then I didn't want to be too much of a shock. We love our Python developers, of course.
Thanks for having me.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening to those joining online. Today we will talk about inference at record speed on our Azure ND series of virtual machines. So one thing that might have drawn you here is the big announcements of the almost 900,000 and 1.1 million tokens per second that we reached on our ND GB200 and GB300 series. So we will walk you through that today. My name is Ugo Afatichetti. I am a senior cloud infrastructure engineer at Microsoft Azure. I've been working on performance validation and benchmarking for the last 5 years.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for waiting patiently as we got to the hour to start. Welcome to our session, Apps, Agents, and MCP is the AI Innovation Recipe at Microsoft Ignite. I'm Devanshi Joshi, Senior Product Marketing Manager for Azure App Platform at Microsoft. I will be joined by my Microsoft colleagues, Nir and Jordan from the product team, and Yoshida-san, Jun Yoshida from our customer Hitachi, to take you through how to go from digital apps.
All right, how is everybody doing today? I'm Sebastian, and I lead product for Foundry Observability. Looking forward to talking to you about all things Foundry Observability today. We all know that agents are non-deterministic, creating reliability and consistency challenges for developers and operators. This is why reliable AI agent development needs observability to elevate performance, quality, and safety, monitor, debug, and remediate issues, and
All right, hello everyone, and welcome to this, the last session of the day for Ignite. I think this is the last session, right? Feels like it for me. I'm Marco Castellana, I'm VP Products of Core AI and AI Futurist here at Microsoft. And what we're gonna be talking about in this session is really what comes next. What is beyond where we are today. And we're gonna give you a view towards that through the lens of Foundry Labs. Foundry Labs is kind of a forward-looking
It's all shifted to Foundry and it's to do the best that you can here what we're doing is
Hello. Thank you for joining us on this afternoon, evening of a crazy day. Are you guys tired? Are you there?
Are you there?
Is there anyone behind the eyes? I'm just kidding. Hey, we're so excited to have you here to talk about Azure SQL, hyperscale, and building scalable AI apps with it. Thank you. My name is Anna Hoffman. I'm a product group manager on the SQL team, and I'm joined by Aditya, who's also on the SQL team. And today we're also have the pleasure of being joined by two customers, actually three people.
We were just saying that aggressive increase in music volume, I think, meant it's time to go. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for waiting while we got the session started. We did that because of live streaming, not because we like you to just sit and wait for us to talk. So thank you so much for your patience with that. And like I said, for choosing to join our session. So we're actually competing with another Agent 365 session at the same time. It's a friendly competition.
everybody. So my name is Scott, and I'm here with Andrew and Gaurav from the team. And over the years, we've had many ways of hosting applications in Azure. I go back to think about even early app service, virtual machines. But in many cases, you still have to modify your app in some way. And what we want to show folks today is how you can take an application and almost
If regularly done, we're going to patch the frameworks. So a security update comes out for .NET Framework. That gets patched for you automatically. You don't even have to think about it. It's a platform benefit.
So with a virtual machine, I get all that control, but I have to rebuild all that infrastructure, as you said, myself.
Yep.
In this world, I can still now, with App Service MI, I can touch the file system, touch the registry, install GAC, things into the GAC.
Yep.
But I don't have to pay all...
All right, hi everyone. Welcome to Unleashing Telco Innovation, Agentic AI, and Connected Intelligence. I'm Rick Liebman, I'm the CTO for the telco industry at Microsoft. And joining me in this session, we have the privilege of having great partners here that will be joining me for a panel. Matthew George, who's VP at T-Mobile, and Gustavo Duarte, VP at our partner Nokia. You've probably had the opportunity to learn a little bit about becoming Frontier. Certainly that has been a theme of Ignite this year. If you
All right, hello everybody. I'm Marco Castellana, VP Products of Core AI here at Microsoft. And today we're going to take a look at what we have been doing in Foundry to improve your ability to get a return on investment from your AI, from your AI investment. So that's the challenge because this stuff is not cheap. And so
Hello, everyone. Good day, and welcome to our session, Azure Infrastructure for Cloud Native Solutions. My name is Igal. I am leading Azure Compute PM team, and joining me today are Aaron Davidson, distinguished engineer from Databricks, and Mario Espinosa, Chief Product Officer from Illumio. During this session, we would like to highlight a couple of examples.
At heart, Windows is built to reimagine what's possible for you and the organization you lead, with security built in, not bolted on. Intelligence in every layer, from chip to cloud. Made to work in rhythm with people. Here, it's going there.
Awesome. Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us here in person and online. Thank you for coming to the late 5 p.m. session as well. I think we're standing between you and drinks, so hopefully you learned some great stuff about Windows. I'm Kurt Stevenson. I'm on the Windows Commercial Product Marketing team, and I'm joined today by Cassidy from the Windows Servicing and Delivery team. We're excited to talk to you about how Windows is evolving as an OS, and importantly, how you can secure and manage these OS.
Good afternoon to those of you joining us in the room for Ignite, and for those of you joining us digitally, thank you for tuning in to learn more about Windows development for business. My name is Eliana Castillo. I work in product marketing at Microsoft for Windows Developer Team with a focus on local AI enablement.
Hi everyone, I am Aditya Ramnathkar, also working in product marketing for the Windows Developer Platform team with a focus on agentic workflows and developer experiences.
Let's start by grounding ourselves in the
that becomes like this.
Hello, everybody. We're super excited to be here. My name is Carlos Carrasco. I'm a principal product manager. I've been in Surface for about 8 years. And with me, I have Robin. Robin.
Hi, I'm Robin McLaughlin. I lead the product management team in Surface for the Surface portfolio. I've actually been at Microsoft for over 14 years, since the beginning of Surface, and very excited to be here at Ignite to get to talk to you about it.
You know, as product makers, we don't always get about it.
Good evening, everyone. Hope you're having a packed day at Ignite. And I'm Vani. I have Trevor with me here, and we're product managers at the Microsoft 365 Copilot team. And today I'm here to talk to you about how Copilot moves beyond chat into the apps we're using every day with agentic capabilities. Much of the session today is going to focus on demos, specifically some live demos. And we're going to be showing you how Copilot is becoming this true collaborator across Outlook, Word, Excel. Here is just put in a title. We have the attendee, in this particular case, that is Trevor. And so after that, you can see a couple of options here. So I scheduled a meeting for 9:30 a.m. That's good. That seems to be the best time that works for our very busy calendars. But there is an option you see here which says, if a conflict arises, let Copilot reschedule the event. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And also say, I want this meeting to happen before my stand-up case. This seems to be the conference room. And it's also looking at availability and the number of participants who are there in this meeting. So it chooses the right option. You can also see at the bottom, it says, Copilot will rebook the room if for some reason this meeting gets moved or the conference room gets canceled or declines my invite, it will automatically reschedule it and then also send you a notification on that. And then to make an organizer's job so much easier, we have one-click draft. And this is where you can see some of that work IQ coming into play. What it really did, it looked at the title, the attendees,
be set loose on to help me understand. So we launched an early preview of Agent Mode on Excel for the web about 6 weeks ago. And the feedback and response has been incredible. We made a bunch of improvements over those 6 weeks. One, we've integrated Agent Mode directly into Excel for Windows, which was obviously a big ask. We also gave Agent Mode the ability to access public data through web search, through Bing. So it can actually, for certain kinds of prompts, go and pull data from various sources on the web, reason over it, and add it to your workbook. And we also provided a new mechanism where you can actually have model provider choice. To date, all the models that were here were based on OpenAI models. We're now also adding Anthropic models that you can choose between. These features are rolling out in Frontier as preview and to insiders as we speak. We're super excited to see how this goes with this being in more people's hands. But I mentioned sort of the feedback and the response. These are the sorts of things that we're hearing from customers, including our internal finance team, who I have to say holds a very high bar and has been incredibly helpful for us as we've been developing this product.
Thank you for joining. My name is Natasha Chopra. I'm the Chief Operating Officer for Microsoft Copilot Studio. Glad to have you all here joining us in person and also online. And I really hope you're feeling some of the energy from this morning, and the sessions today have really seen you being able to convert that energy into action and generate more excitement for you as you end the day. So over the last few months, I've been on this sort of global journey with my team and meeting customers.
Please welcome Nirav Shah.
Good afternoon, everyone. Super excited to be here at Ignite. Get the opportunity and the pleasure.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to our Secure Microsoft Foundry Agents with Microsoft Security session. Hope you're enjoying your day today, and thank you for joining us on our first day at Ignite. I want to introduce the amazing team that's with me here today. I'm Netta, I lead our Security for AI, and with me is an amazing team.
Hi, everyone. I'm Shravana. I'm a Security Product Marketing Lead for Security for AI.
Hi, everybody. I'm Leandro, Product Marketing for Microsoft Entra.
Hey, and I'm Peter, and I lead the AI Trust product group within Core AI.
And security is a team sport, so together we're going to show you how you can secure Microsoft Foundry agents with Microsoft Security.
All right, folks, please settle in. Well, welcome to my session of databases. I'm Shirish Tora, Corporate Vice President for Azure Databases. I'm so glad that you could spend time with us today. It's an exciting day for databases. Along with my team, we are so eager to show you so much of innovation that we have cooking for you for the last couple of months, years, whatnot. So you've heard a lot about
Hi everyone. Good afternoon. So any guesses on what are the top customers' concerns when they are migrating to any cloud? Just shout it out. Time, cost, security. What else? Complexity, availability, spaghetti. All right. Anybody else?
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. We'll try it again. Good afternoon, San Francisco. Oh, getting better. So I'm super excited to be here today. My name is Itzhak Kesselman, and I lead Fabric IQ and Fabric Real-Time Intelligence at Microsoft. I'm also excited because today we are celebrating a birthday, 1 year since GA of Fabric.
But our goal at the end of the day, as you see the
Hello, good morning. Thanks for coming and joining us this morning as we talk about agentic transformation in financial services. My name is Jared Lambert. I'm a group product manager in the Copilot Studio organization, and I also sponsor many of our financial services clients around the world. I'm joined today by Hemant and Adrian, who are both going to also join me later on stage to talk about their experiences in this space. We're going to talk about three big things today. We're going to talk about how we
of our customers, UBS, they built actually